Hello everyone, I'm Sushma Barakuti, the Executive Director of the Refugee Women's Network. Join me today as we dive into the inspiring stories of refugee women who are transforming their communities through their incredible work. Refugee women are a powerful force for change in their communities. They are not just survivors, they are thrivers. They are not just coping with the trauma of displacement, they are building their new lives, creating new opportunities, and inspiring others to do the same. One of the biggest challenges refugee women face is social stigma. They are often seen as a victim, not a leader or a change maker. They are stereotyped as being weak or vulnerable rather than strong and resilient. But the reality is, these women are incredibly resourceful and determined. They are not held back by societal expectation or limited by their circumstances. Another major obstacle is economic barrier. Refugee women often lack access to education, training, and meaningful job opportunities. They may not have the language skill or cultural knowledge to navigate their new communities. And even when they do find work, they are often paid poorly and undervalued. It's a vicious cycle that's hard to break. Refugee women also face incredible barriers when it comes to accessing resources. They may not have the right paperwork, or they may not know how to navigate the complex systems of their host countries. They may not have access to healthcare, or they may be isolated from their communities. Despite all these challenges, refugee women are finding ways to overcome them. They are starting their own businesses, launching their own projects, and creating their own opportunities. They are not waiting for others to help them. They are taking matters into their own hands. Today, we are going to hear from our own staff who are leaders and change makers in their communities.
My name is Memorika Baba. I'm from the Democratic Republic of Congo. I came to the United States in 2018 due to the war that broke in my country. The biggest challenge that I faced when I came to the United States was the language barrier and transportation. When I first got here, I was in Illinois, Chicago, which is a very big city. I was unfamiliar with people. I could barely find people from my community, so integrating was really challenging. I struggled getting a job. Over a year, I was able to get my first job in the United States by using the buses, which took me like every day 3 hours to go to my workplace and 3 hours to come back. My involvement with RWN was through a family friend, Kamona Malembo, who's also a colleague here at the Refugee Women's Network. My role at RWN is a community health worker. My role here is to help reduce health disparities in underserved communities such as refugees and immigrants by providing interpretation and translation services, as well as culturally appropriate education by assisting people in receiving the care that they require, by also providing formal counseling and guidance on health habits, assisting community members in receiving appropriate screening and referrals for health and social services. Inclusivity brings me joy working here. The empowerment that women receive helps us achieve greatness. The core values that we get from the Refugees Women Network, our cultures are respected, we are supported, and we are always appreciated. Colleagues do step in and we help one another try to feel at home, and the attitude is everybody is so grateful here. The recognition of you working, we always put on the spotlight every day in the meeting, and we continue to be inspired by every woman that work here. My goal is to impact my community and my workplace, and to be able to develop skills personally and professionally, to see myself to assume more leadership roles.
My name is Hawa Bello. My family and I came from the Central African Republic. I came to the United States as a refugee in 2014. When my family and I first settled here, we faced several challenges, including language barriers, access to healthcare, and transportation. I connected with Refugee Women Network through the IRC and previously worked at Global Pharmacy. I was also involved with the IRC Youth After School program. After my contract with Core Georgia ended in 2021, I found the health promoter position at Refugee Women Network. In my role as a community health outreach worker and health promoter, I serve the Chadian and Central African communities. I work closely with these communities to address various health barriers, help navigate health resources, provide health education, and offer translation services. One of the things that brings me joy the most at RWN is working with diverse, supportive, and inspiring group of women. I'm currently pursuing a master's degree in public health with a focus on global health, and I aspire to become a public health advocate, concentrating on health education and equity.
I'm Yulia Wozniak, I'm from Ukraine. I came to the United States in January 2023 from Poland by plane. My family left Ukraine and moved on to Poland, but later they came back to Ukraine. When I came to the USA, my first problem was English. I started to use every opportunity to learn language. I tried to apply for different English courses. It was my first purpose. Secondly, it was American style of life. The European style of life is different, and I got used to it for a long time. It was complicated for me to understand that I need a car because I can't even buy food without it. I got involved with RWN in July 2023. I came to interview for the Ukrainian community outreach worker role. I mainly help with applying for benefits, making appointments to doctors, explain some information, referring to immigration lawyers. Sometimes you need to be like a therapist. People need just to talk to somebody and you feel this person needs your support in that moment. For her, it's very important. It's always different. To work with people is a responsibility. RWN is like a big family. We're laughing together. We're crying together. We're celebrating together, especially on Monday staff meetings. I'm happy that RWN story is in my life. I hope in the next 5 years I will be a happy woman who has the courage to live as she wants and help others to become brave too. And of course, I hope in the next 5 years RWN will still be in my life.
I'm Faria, and my family is from Bangladesh. So my parents had me in Dhaka, Bangladesh, then immigrated back to America when I was 2 to 3 years old. We initially moved to New York City, where my dad spent most of his time in America after arriving during an immigration wave of foreign students in the 80s. A few years later, we moved to Atlanta, the city I call home. As a child of first-generation immigrants, I regularly struggled with cultural and religious adaptations. It sometimes felt like I was juggling living in two entirely different worlds that somehow coexisted. Learning the way my parents were raised traditionally versus the way I was influenced by Western culture clashed plenty and can be very internally conflicting for younger people. But there is acceptance in that every generation is unique to its time and circumstances, and for which there are both negative and positive lessons to be learned. So RWN was suggested to me at a previous work location, helping mamas, and it really appealed to both my personal values as well as professional goals. I've always liked working in the nonprofit world, mostly because being a helper is very natural to me, and knowing it's going towards people who need it and are impacted reinforces my decision, knowing that I'm making a difference. I joined RWN because not only does their mission focus on vulnerable groups, I know I could bring my own individual, unique perspective to the work, along with my background in public health. So at RWN, I currently am the program coordinator for the Community Health Promotion Program. I essentially do all the logistics, planning, health education, and help coordinate our community health worker team. I am able to serve by providing more insightful, holistic point of views on health and long-term health goals within my community. And then they're able to discuss and share among themselves. It's really empowering to see and to be able to provide others with direction based on scientific and community-based practices. At RWN, I am constantly learning new things, both in the organization and in my role, whether it be about myself, about others, or just in general about the way the world works. A huge plus is being surrounded by such a supportive and empathetic group of caring and strong women who I get the pleasure to work with every single day. Being in RWN has been so influential on me and my growth as both a person and in my career. I would love to stay working in the realm of global health and within multicultural and vulnerable populations. I'm not sure where that will be yet, but I want to be there. I'm continually making a difference in my community.
My name is Shahid Wahib and I am from Iraq. I came to the United States in 2013 through IOM, International Organization of Migration. When I came to the United States, I was a college student. I was young, we spoke Arabic back home, and we are Middle Eastern. I had to learn the language and adapt to the culture. I had to reapply for college to continue my education. At the beginning, I was not able to fully understand my professors, and I had to translate everything I read into Arabic to be able to understand the materials and do well on my exams. However, I was able to pass all of my classes with high grades and graduate with high GPA from Georgia State University with my bachelor's in chemistry and concentration in biochemistry. Also, I was able to complete all the requirements for the Doctor of Pharmacy program, pass the pharmacy college admission test with a high grade, and get admitted to the program at South University. In 2022, I participated in one of the social adjustment program events here at RWN, and I liked the environment of RWN as it mirrors my passion. When I heard about a job opening for the economic empowerment program, I applied for it because it aligns with my passion to serve the communities, and I was able to join RWN team. Currently, I am the Career Pathways Program Coordinator and serve all the communities through this role. I feel so blessed to serve those communities with an open heart and open up a career pathway for those women who had to come over so many obstacles just to be in the USA. I provide various employment opportunities for our clients based on their skills, interests, and backgrounds. I also provide several training programs to different communities like Child Development Associate Program, CDA, in partnership between RWN and Fraser Center, and the Teaching Certification Program in partnership between RWN and International Community School. Also, through our partnership with International Rescue Committee on the Refugee Career Pathways program, I was able to work on some referrals for those clients who have interest in other training programs like pharmacy technician, dental assistant, and certified nursing assistant, and many others. I love working at RWN because of the sisterhood environment, the teamwork, and the diversity of our staff in addition to our clients. Through my role, I was able to support the women to complete their education by giving them the opportunity to be fully certified in various fields, gain different work experiences, and be financially independent is very meaningful for us as an RWN team because that will reflect on the way they raise their children, reflect on the well-being of their families, and reduce the domestic violence cases at the same time. When I came to the USA as a refugee 12 years ago, I was in their position when I had to start over my life again. I had to learn English, continue my education, and gain a job experience to support myself and my family. Therefore, I feel all the pain that our women go through in order for them to resettle in the USA. Within the next 5 years, I will continue doing my community work that I am very passionate about. I am also looking to make a huge impact with underserved communities by improving their skills through seeking better education and gain experiences through a wide variety of job opportunities.
My name is Meena and I am from Afghanistan. I am program coordinator. I work with both economic empowerment and social adjustment program. I joined RWN in 2022 because it aligns perfectly with my passion for helping people and my background in community work. I've always been dedicated to serving my community, and RWN's mission really resonated with me. Joining the team allowed me to continue making a positive impact while working in an area I truly care about. As a program coordinator, I focus on creating programs that addresses the specific needs of our community. By collaborating closely with community members, I ensure our initiatives are relevant and impactful. My goal is to connect people with the resources and support they need, fostering positive change and empowering individuals to thrive. One story that I am particularly proud of involves a participant from our RWN's permit class. She came to us feeling overwhelmed and unsure about the process. Through our support and guidance, she not only obtained her permit but also gained the confidence to pursue new opportunities. Seeing her achieve her goal and become more self-sufficient was incredibly rewarding. It's moments like these that reminds me of the real impact we can have on individuals' lives. Our program at RWN is crucial because it provides essential services such as assisting with public benefits, translation, transportation services, and also leadership training workshops. These offerings directly address key needs within our community, helping individuals navigate bureaucratic systems, break down language barriers, and access important resources. By providing these comprehensive support, we empower community members to overcome challenges and enhance their quality of life, fostering both individuals' growth and collective well-being. Our program is important to our community because it facilitates the successful resettlement of refugees, ensuring their transition is as smooth as possible. By helping them understand and adapt to the new culture, we support their integration and promote social cohesion. This not only benefits the refugees but also enriches our community by fostering diversity, mutual understanding, and more inclusive environment for everyone.
Today, you have heard some powerful stories. I've seen when Memory, Meena, Shahad, Hawa, and others come together to support each other. They are not just individual success stories. They are a network of women lifting each other's up. They are sharing resources, expertise, and encouragement. They are showing each other that anything is possible, no matter what obstacle they face. Their work has a ripple effect, inspiring others to take action. They are not just changing their own lives, they are changing the lives of those around them. They are breaking down barriers, challenging stereotypes, and showing the world what it means to be resilient. Refugee women are not just victims, they are agents of change. They are not just recipients of aid, they are leaders and innovators. They are not just survivors, they are thrivers. So what do you think? Have you been inspired by the stories of Meena, Memory, Shahad, and Hawa? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about refugee empowerment, be sure to check out our other videos on the topic. Together, we build stronger communities, one empowered woman at a time. Join us in this journey, support our programs, spread the word, and get involved. Together, we can amplify the voices of women and drive meaningful change. Visit RWN's website to learn more about how you can be part of this incredible movement. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video to support the inspiring work of Refugee Women's Network. Together, we can make a difference.